As we take a look at this, we can see that, again, Bitcoin is staging just a little bit of a bounce here this morning.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now, guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. Gareth Soloway shares expert crypto insights and discusses blockchain evolution, market dynamics, and innovative trends. In this video, we cover his outlook. Let's watch to explore these ideas.
We look at Tesla this morning, heading down to the lows from Friday, which actually was a great reversal on Tesla on Friday, right off a trend line I've given you guys. Now, the one thing it didn't do, it didn't pierce the $250 level. So that's the first thing we want to look for here is I want to see, can we flush, essentially flushing through Friday's lows, pierce 250, which is also a gap fill right here, and then see if we can bounce back up. Now, if it doesn't hold here, we're likely going down to about 214 to 213 right here. But ultimately, I'm going to start to nibble below 250 on a swing trade basis. Incredible drop, full round court kind of move from the election rally and then all the way to undoing that election rally. And we obviously know the negativity out there because of Elon and his impact on cutting jobs in the government and everything else. But for me, at least, guys, this to me is a bounce candidate, if nothing else. All right. Another stock I'm keeping an eye on is APP. This was disappointed, or at least investors are acting disappointed. It did not get added to the S&P 500. It's back to the lows from Friday, right back here. The stock has now collapsed from $527 back to basically a close on Friday at $270. It's trading below $250 today. There are two screaming levels right here. Number one, 229 gap window, and number two here. All right, this would be a great swing trade level. This one might be a good swing trade level, but much more in tune with day trading. All right, next up, let's take a look here at the chart of AVGO. AVGO is down this morning after bouncing on Friday on earnings. Where would the level be? Well, we already tagged this level here at gap fill, so it's this one right below at 176 that I'll be eyeing as a potential buy. Now, if we take a look at NVIDIA here, NVIDIA, again, breaking down on the charts, we can see, again, it's gone below the charts. Now the question is, can it rally back to the upside and get back above this line? Pre-market, NVIDIA is trading down at 109. Double bottom for a day trade today would be 107.50. On a swing trade basis, I would not go near this probably until the $90 to $91 level. All right, let's go over to Bitcoin now and kind of take a roundabout at Bitcoin, walking over to the big board here. As we take a look at this, we can see that, again, Bitcoin is staging just a little bit of a bounce here this morning. And again, this is after a very nasty sell-off on Sunday. And again, this is the problem, is that you have the big sell-off on Sunday. On Sunday, we had the big sell-off, and then you have a little bit of a bounce back today. I think you can look at Bitcoin and say Bitcoin was down on Sunday because it knew the futures were going to open lower, right? There was risk off going on, which then influences something that trades on Sunday, even though the S&P wasn't going to open up until Sunday night into Monday. So again, we are seeing a little bit of a bounce here, but what did I say to you guys last week? Very simply put, you have a level to watch right up here, right? This level right along here is your line in the sand. As long as you don't confirm above this level here, the bias remains negative. And it is what it is. It's just probability-wise. It's just bias, again, equals probability, which means there's more likely a chance that it trades lower because it's below this line and it hasn't tagged support yet. Support is, again, right down between 73 and 75,000. Now, for those of us that were looking at it at 100,000, 103,000, 108,000 and saying, oh, damn, I missed the boat. Well, guess what? Number one, it's much cheaper than that right now, 20%, 30% down. But it's likely, based on charts, that it's at least going down to 73 to 75,000. Again, one thing I'll just caution is that during past big bear markets in the stock market, Bitcoin has a tendency to correct even more. But what I want to do is I just want to stick with the charts. here's your first support. That's the one I'm looking at right now. If it breaks this, then we'll look at the next one below.
Bitcoin is capturing attention as a new Monte Carlo simulation projects an astonishing peak of $713,000 in just 6 months. Crypto researcher Mark Quant developed this model, which uses random sampling to simulate price movements and assess risk while incorporating Bitcoin's natural volatility. The analysis starts with a price around $82,655 and forecasts a broad range of outcomes. According to the simulation, Bitcoin could drop to as low as $51,430 at the 5th percentile, while the mean price is estimated at $258,445 by the end of September 2025. Remarkably, the 95th percentile scenario envisions a peak at $713,000. The method relies on the geometric Brownian motion model, assuming that Bitcoin's price follows a random path with a constant drift. Although this approach is inherently unpredictable, often compared to rolling the dice, it offers a striking perspective on potential future gains amid current market uncertainty. Recently, Bitcoin has faced challenges, such as falling below its key 200-day exponential moving average and experiencing significant weekly declines. Yet, the simulation highlights an 800% potential increase from current levels, underscoring the dramatic upside for long-term investors. Additionally, the analysis reveals a growing connection between overall crypto market capitalization and global liquidity trends. This relationship may further boost Bitcoin's price in coming months. While no prediction is without risk, this forecast invites investors to explore the blend of caution and opportunity as Bitcoin evolves in an ever-changing financial landscape. Investors should weigh potential rewards against volatility when evaluating these projections and make decisions in a dynamic market.
We had that big sell-off early on Friday and the big reversal back up. Ultimately, the markets overall were not up a lot, but it did reverse the downside that we saw. We also kissed this trend line right down here, which was major technical support. Now, after hours on Friday, nothing much went on, and then this morning at 4 in the morning, the SPY began to trade, and you could see down, up, making new lows, and then up just a little bit. So we are down over 1% on the S&P 500. That's kind of become the norm these days. The concerns continue to be tariffs and the economy and inflation, right? All of these are mixed into one big ball of worry for investors. And again, that is continuing to cause anxiety and selling pressure. All right, couple things to go over. Number one, daily chart. Let's look at this. So this is your daily S&P or SPY chart. And what we're looking at here is this level. This is the level I highlighted to you on Friday. We talked about how this level would be or should be support on the S&P. Sure enough, we came down, we kissed it on Friday, and you could see the green candle that formed off of it. This is why I'm focusing on this today as a big level, because it's not just the reversal on Friday, which is good by itself. I mean, that's always a positive in the markets, but it's also the trend line right here, which was marking a significant level of support. So essentially, put it to you this way. Friday's low on a closing basis, at the end of the day, let's say you guys are going to work all day, just look at that. Did we close below Friday's low or did we close above? If we close above, neutral to bullish bias in the short term only. Longer term, I'm still bearish. If we close below, then we're likely breaking down further, and we'll see another 3 to 5% sell-off in the S&P 500. All right, let's continue on our merry way on our charts here. As we take a look at the QQQ, you can see the Qs did the same thing here, right? So Friday, we pierced this major support level right here. And then also, this was a long-term trend line going back to January of 2023 through this low here, through that low there. And that, again, with the reversal, so the combination of the support level tagged and held and the reversal, neutral to bullish bias as long as we don't close below this low right here. On the QQQ, it's around $480.60. Okay, but again, we'll update that in trading the close today. All right, so again, today we're seeing some downside in the QQQ. Notice this was Friday's low. We are not there yet, but we certainly are pretty darn close, keeping it on our radar.
Michael Saylor's strategy has weathered the recent market downturn with impressive resilience. The firm holds nearly 500,000 Bitcoin purchased at an average of $66,423, amounting to total spending of about $33.1 billion. despite Bitcoin's price dropping to roughly $80,000, with a steep decline from $93,379 on March 3 to a low of $80,610 on March 10. Strategy's holdings remain robust, now valued at over $41.2 billion. This represents an unrealized gain of approximately 24%, keeping the firm's profit above $7 billion even in turbulent times. The company's disciplined approach of dollar-cost averaging has proven effective. By spreading out its Bitcoin purchases over time instead of buying a lump sum, Strategy managed to secure a favorable average price, allowing it to capitalize on market corrections. This steady, long-term investment strategy has helped the firm maintain profitability despite the recent volatility in Bitcoin prices. Not all companies in the crypto space have fared as well. Other firms that entered the market later, like Semler Scientific and Metaplanet, are experiencing losses on their Bitcoin investments. Their struggles highlight the challenges of timing in a volatile market. Meanwhile, Strategy's consistent buying and patient holding strategies stand as a powerful reminder that disciplined investing can yield substantial rewards, even when the market faces sharp downturns. Strategy's strong performance serves as an example for investors. Their commitment to buying consistently, regardless of short-term price swings, reinforces the value of a long-term perspective. With disciplined tactics and steady accumulation, Strategy remains a beacon of resilience in an unpredictable market. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.